Man, I look rough. So I am terrified. I don't do supernatural stuff. Jesus and the Holy Spirit, and that's as supernatural as I'm getting. And so I've always been the scaredy cat with my friends, and I had a best friend. Her name was Angelica when I was in high school, and Angelica, me, and another girl named Michelle moved to Denver, and we lived in this apartment. And from day one, this apartment had creaks and bangs and just little weird stuff going on. And I refused to stay in the apartment by myself because I'm a scaredy cat. And so one day, Angelica was going downtown for a date, and I was going to be at home alone. And so I locked myself in a bedroom, and I'm watching some movie, and I'm just like waiting for somebody else to come home. And while I'm sitting in this in the bedroom, I start hearing doors open and close, and dresser drawers and dishes fumbling and all of this stuff. And so I start freaking out. The door on our apartment, it had a deadbolt, and you had to use your key to open it to leave and to open it to come back in. Like there was no way to lock the door without the key. And so I open the bedroom door and I come out, and the cabinets in the kitchen were open, and there were pots and pans everywhere. Our dining room chairs had been, or chair at the time, we only had one, had been tilted over. The curtains were removed. Like the whole house was just in disarray. And so I freak out. I grab my book, or I was holding a book, and I run downstairs to the lobby. And I did not lock the door when I left because I would have had to go back and go find my keys, and I'm not going to spend this much time in that apartment to look for my keys. And so I just go downstairs. I'm reading a book. I look up, and Angelica's walking around the front of the building, and it was one of those like on Seinfeld where you had to buzz in and out. So I'm sitting downstairs by the buzzer, and Angelica comes up and she says, "What are you doing?" And I told her, I said, "The apartment, I told y'all it was haunted. I want to move out of this place. I'm in the bedroom, and all this stuff starts happening, and I open the door, and the whole house is destroyed, and blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Oh my God, Felicia, whatever. You're so much drama." And so we go upstairs, and she goes to get her key out to open the door. And I said, "You don't need your key because I didn't have my keys when I left, so I didn't lock it." And so she goes to twist the knob to get in, and the door's locked. And I just like little tears trickling. And I said, I was like, "I didn't lock it. I don't know if Michelle came home, but Michelle couldn't have come home because she would have had to pass by me to get back into the apartment. And so I don't know what's going on." And so Angelica's like, "Whatever." And she opens the door, and when we walk into the apartment, everything is perfect. Dishes put away, cabinets closed, dining room chair back at the table. And I did like this, and I looked around, and I just immediately, I started bawling, crying. And I'm like hysterical, can't breathe, crying. And I'm like, I don't say it here. The devil is here, and I can't be. I mean, it was horrible. And this heifer had set the whole thing up. She lied about the date. She, like, when I was in the bedroom, she came in, she shook stuff up, she left, she came up, because there was like this little side door. Oh my God, it was like the best, worst prank ever.